today's YouTube Live.
Hi,
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome. Thank you, Dave, for getting on with us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Sorry. Oop, I'm over here moving around too much. Okay.
So I
Sorry about that,
also
everyone.
did want to. Would you want to start with the
No.
introduction?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. So I wanted just to come on with Carolyn because there was so many questions, and there's just like okay. So for example, so Elise asked, how long is the event going to be and what topics are going to be touched on? So Carolyn and me already have like a detailed description of everything, but we can kind of give like a quick little rundown if you would like. Carolyn, do you want to give the rundown?
Yeah, absolutely. So, welcome, everybody. If you're just joining,
And
oh, it's okay. If you're just joining, we're talking about our commercial cleaning masterclass that we're going to be having on March 16th, 2025 in Maryland. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
no, you're good. I just wanted to say that I have like a list of questions from Instagram from my DMs, and I just thought I would rather just go over it with everyone so it's in this live. So
Oh
we
yeah,
can
that would be
um so,
great.
so
Awesome.
that
So
was yeah, go ahead.
let me just give everybody a little bit of information before we get into the Q&A.
And let me
I
grab
mean,
that paper. I'm gonna go
yeah,
grab
yeah,
that paper.
yeah.
Give me
Go
one
right ahead.
second.
Welcome everybody. If you're just joining today's YouTube live, me and Dave Kamenga are just talking a little bit more in depth about the 1 day in-person commercial cleaning masterclass that we're going to be having on March the 16th, which is actually in like 12 days. So the event is just 12 days away. It's going to be in Timonium, Maryland, and it's a 1 day in-person workshop, and it'll be running from 9 o'clock in the morning to about 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So if you're interested in learning how to get into the commercial cleaning side of the business, as well as growing your already existing commercial cleaning business, and this is definitely the event for you guys. I'm going to be speaking along with Dave Kamenga from Dave's Cleaning Consultants, who's on the live with me today. We have Daniel Almagar from the
Sorry, just
Commercial
got my
Cleaning
list.
Blueprint. Oh, no, you're fine. We have Luke Breger from the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint. And we have Anna Vieira from Elite Commercial Cleaning. Um, so, yeah, so let's get into it. Again, if you guys are interested, I do have a link in this YouTube, in my YouTube bio. But if you send me a message, um, I'd be more than happy to also share it. And I think I can hop in the comments and pin a comment. So I'll also be dropping the link there. It is a 1 day in person workshop in Maryland. It's only 12 days away. We do have more
12
tickets.
days.
I know, 12 days away. We have limited
Yay.
seats. We do have more tickets. So please get your tickets now. We will close ticket sales not this Friday, but the following. And yeah, we're going to have 5 different industry experts, and we're going to be going over a number of different topics, which I can share with you in a moment. But first, I want my good friend Dave to just go ahead and take the floor, and he can just give us some of the questions that he's been getting asked.
Yeah, so and the reason why I wanted to print the questions out and really go into details because I've been getting some of the same questions, um, and that's completely fine. But I thought it would just be good to come on and kind of just clarify them here, so not so everyone can, get their questions answered. So not the first question I've been getting a lot, and this is from I know that I have two DMs from Monica and Sunrisa. Hi guys, if you're watching, I wanted to let you know that the event is here in Cockeysville, Maryland. We are having it in, I believe, at the Holiday Inn, correct? Yeah, we're having it at the Holiday Inn in a very nice conference boardroom. We're super excited about. So if you're in the DMV area, this is perfect opportunity to come pick our brains, come network, and come grow and take valuable knowledge and implement it into your business. We're super, super excited. So hope that answered your question and everyone else that's listening. So it is here in Cockeysville. Like I said, if you're in the DMV area, this is a great opportunity. And then I had another question from Phil. And Phil owns a cleaning company here in Maryland with his wife Maria. And they had asked, how many topics will be discussed, and they also asked another question, what are the different speakers and what are their backgrounds?
Oh,
Um,
that's a good one. I can take that question,
yeah.
sure. So, some of the topics that we're going to be speaking about are going to be what you need to get started in the commercial cleaning industry space, right? So, the basics of what you need to take your first commercial account. We're going to talk about employment laws and contracts with W 2 employees and 1099 subcontractors. We're going to talk about defining your ideal client and cold calling strategies. We're also going to be discussing more marketing and client acquisition. So, different avenues of marketing, both um, online as well as organic and paid different marketing techniques that both Dave and I use in our cleaning businesses. We're going to have a presentation on walkthrough training and creating a professional proposal. So, what are you looking for during the walkthrough? What does that look like? Are you asking the right questions? What information are you gathering? We're also going to be talking about operations and efficiency in your cleaning business. We're going to be speaking about quality control and customer retention. We're going to talk about how virtual assistants can benefit your business, as well as tax preparation and financial management. So those are just a few different topics that we have, and then some of the background. So my name is Carolyn Arellano. I have a cleaning business. I've had a cleaning business for about 6 years now. I've also been in the mentoring space the last 2 years. We have Mr. Dave Kamenga of Dave's Cleaning Consultants. He's had his business how many years, Dave?
So this year we started in 2015, so we're coming up on 10 years in business. We have
Wow.
grown immensely in those 10 years.
Congratulations on that. Dave
Thanks,
is
Carolyn.
just coming up to his 10-year mark in business. He has a fully commercial cleaning company in Maryland. We have Luke Brager. He's 22 years old. He's built a multi six figure cleaning business as well, and he's the co founder of the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint program. We also have his partner, Daniel Almagar, who's a serial entrepreneur with 12 years' experience in real estate investing, as well as the cleaning industry. He actually also has a sales company that helps us grow our commercial cleaning businesses. So, everybody here, and of course, Anna Vieira, who's a good friend
Oh,
of
Anna,
Dave's.
yes. I'm actually fun. We are actually me and Anna, Carolyn, me and Anna are actually going to go out this weekend and just touch base. So we'll
Nice.
talk about that later.
Yeah, for sure. Anna is awesome. She's also been in the commercial cleaning industry for years now, and she also is an expert in payroll and accounting. So, we have 5 people that have been in business 5 plus years. Everybody does multi six figures, and yeah, we're here to pretty much give you a lot of knowledge. A lot of these topics I just want to mention are based on the feedback that we get from the questions asked by you guys.
And then I get to the next one? Sorry, because I kind of have a list here. I do apologize. I
Yeah,
literally,
no.
like I said, I just want to touch on. I mean, I have responded individually to those people, but I'm sure other people will have questions rewatching. Another person says, "What if I haven't even started my business yet? Would this be an event for me?" And that was from Monica, and she says she lives in California, so she was considering coming out here, but she wasn't sure if it's right. So I do you want me to answer, or are you gonna
Yeah,
answer?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So for this event, we don't really have like mandatory, like, oh, you were in business for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years plus. It's honestly for everyone. We are going to be talking about some beginner things as well as let's say you were in business for 10, 20 years. We're going to be giving you information that you're able to take back and actually implement and help with your business no matter what stage of business. But obviously there'll be, we'll be touching on pretty much every aspect, if that makes sense. Um,
That's a
Carolyn, do
good
you want to
question.
add anything?
Yeah, this is perfect. Like you said, if you are just starting out, this is great because you're gonna have a lot of insights
Thank you so
that
much.
most people don't have. You'll also be able to learn something if you have been in business for a while, right? We're going to talk about a number of different marketing strategies. So if you feel like you've been, stuck at the same numbers, if you've been hitting the same, goals, and you feel like you've just kind of been in the same spot, right, and not growing, then this is a great opportunity for you. Not only are we going to talk about different marketing techniques and different systems, and how to, organize your business, but this is also an awesome opportunity to come out and network. Having a close circle of friends that are entrepreneurs in the same space that you can connect with, relate to, have conversation with, and take home, those relationships and grow them, I think is fantastic. That's how Dave and I became such good friends. I literally was looking for people to be friends with that were in the cleaning space, and he happened to come across my feed, and I loved everything he was about. And here we are, 2 or 3 years later. So you never know who you're going to meet at these type of networking events. We have to get out of our comfort zones and definitely push ourselves. But thank you so much for printing out
Question.
the
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, I did already individually answer these, but I thought it was great for me to share it with everyone else.
No, thank
Okay,
you.
we do have another question, and this is from Mariah, and she owns a cleaning company here in Essex, Maryland.
Okay.
And she says, so she's basically looking to learn a little bit more about client acquisition. And she was wondering, are we going to be touching on that at all?
Oh
And
yeah,
I think,
100%. Yeah, absolutely. That's a big one. Like, we're going to be talking about so many different forms of doing that, which I think is really important. When it comes to marketing the commercial side of the cleaning business, there's no just, one right way. There can be, different ways to market your business that work well for you better than others. But ideally, what I say is give everything a try, see what works best for you. And we're gonna have a lot of different ways that you can, learn to get your business out there, whether that's through cold calling or cold emailing or door to door and mailing. And we're going to talk about, just a bunch of uh, updated ways too that people are now marketing their businesses.
and I also did want to touch base and add to that. It's so funny because so many people think there's one way of doing things.
Right.
And there are so many different ways. And I guess where I'm going with this is, I think some people think that, there's only one way to get leads, or there's only one way, to get those clients to come in and call that phone and email. But that's actually not the case. So for our end, we're always trying out, different things. Like, for example, the cold mailers, which me and Carolyn have a video on, the cold calling. I mean, there's so many different ways, the paid ads, the Google ads. I mean, there's so many different ways. I would never put, on my end, I don't like to put myself into a box.
Hmm.
So on our end, we like to be able to have multiple different forms of how we are getting clients in and calling our office and constantly giving bids. Like, because so many people are like, how do you get your phone to ring? How do you, well, the answer is you can't just have one, you can't just send, you know, cold calls, or, you can't just do cold calling. You have to do multiple forms to get those clients coming in and constantly calling.
Right.
And I hear that all the time. People are like, "Well, I've tried this and that's what I'm doing." I'm like, "Are you doing just that, or are you doing multiple things?" You
I
know.
agree with you 100%. 100%. If you guys want to learn more about the different techniques that not just Dave and I use in our commercial cleaning businesses, but also Daniel and Luke from Simply Pure Cleaning, there are also the owners of the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint. So they're going to be talking about, other ways of client acquisition as well. We're going to talk about operations. We're going to be talking about, um, everything that you need pretty much to feel successful to get into the commercial side of the cleaning business. I can tell you from experience from cleaning homes. I started off cleaning homes, and that's my primary source of income when it comes to the cleaning business. I didn't see the value in commercial accounts because I was so caught up, and this was pre-COVID. I was so caught up with the amount of money I was charging per house cleaning that I wasn't even paying attention to just how much each house cleaning client was costing me. And by the way, I'm sorry. So this is not a Q and A, guys. I apologize. Right now we're talking about the upcoming commercial event, in-person event that we're having. So if you want to learn more about how to grow your commercial cleaning business, I did put the link there. And I also have links in my bio if you want to book some time. But just to respect everybody's time here, we're going to stick to the topic. And so to answer your question, I'm sorry, that totally threw me off. I I was spending a lot of money in house cleaning clients, and I wasn't realizing the cost of acquisition for each client. And that money could have been put toward commercial cleaning contracts, which have a longer lifetime value, right? So I'm spending all this money for marketing these homes, and they're getting cleaned once, twice, even if they do turn into once a month. They turn into a once a month. Is it really 12 times a year? You know, is it? Probably not. No. But guess what? The same commercial accounts that I've had since we opened the business, and obviously the ones that we have now, we have them for years.
No,
We
I
have them for
agree.
years. Yeah.
No,
And I
100%.
and I think that, you starting off in that area was an awesome choice. Because I know you also cleaned homes as well. Like you have cleaned homes. It's a pain
Yeah,
in the
so
ass.
Yeah, so we started out as a house cleaning company. That's the best way to get your foot in the door. When we first started, we did not have insurance. We did not. I mean, there are so many things that we didn't have. I mean, I think we had a $20 vacuum from Walmart, but guess what? It got the job done. And until you grow your client base and you really, get your foot in the door and, get your first commercial account. I mean, you just kind of have to play it by ear, you know what I'm saying? Like, for us, we literally grew from absolutely nothing to, what we have today. So,
Which is
um
awesome. Yeah, 100%. And you're welcome, April. It After COVID happened, the entire, economy changed. Like before COVID hit, we were booming with recurring clients for homes. Booming. Hey David. Hey
Hi,
everybody. Welcome
David.
for
Hi,
joining.
everyone.
We're talking right now a little bit about the one day in-person commercial cleaning masterclass that Dave and I are going to be hosting together in just 12 days in Timonium, Maryland, alongside with Daniel and Luke from the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint and Anna Vieira from Elite Commercial Cleaning Services. Um, so if you
And I
guys are
do
interested in coming out and learning
Mhm.
and networking and meeting us and just having an awesome day of business growth, please feel free to use the link that I pinned in this chat. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely just like back to our whole thing about, the houses. Like, don't get me wrong, like the houses, like they're great to get your foot in the door and great for references and stuff. But if you're looking to really get into the commercial side of things and really scale that commercial side and just focus on that, then this event is also going to be great for you. Because, for example, like for me, we're just doing houses, and then slowly by slowly, in 10 years, we switched our whole operation to commercial janitorial. So, this we're going to be sharing tips, tricks, and everything in between during this event. And
Yes,
well,
we're
I
also going to have time for Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, we're going to have
well, we
plenty of
would hope
time to ask
we
everyone.
answer everything during the event, but
Oh yeah,
we definitely
100%.
will be holding. How long do you think we're going to hold the Q&A for? Maybe like the last 30
Like
minutes or
I
20
was gonna say,
minutes?
it lasts like 45 minutes. We'll be doing
Okay.
Q&A. Yeah, last 45 minutes.
Yeah,
We'll
but
have.
I mean, we're going to be touching on some gems. And let me tell you, like, last time I went to a conference, like, I went home with so much good information that I was able to implement. And it's all about just get outside your comfort zone, go to these conferences, go meet those people. And you won't believe some of these people that I've met at these events, I'm still talking to today. And we're able to, like, let's say, let's just say I have a question and I can't figure it out. Well, just bounce that idea off of me. You'll be so surprised what they have to say. Even if you've asked a few people, get a couple people's opinions. And like I said, I've only been in business for 10 years, but that's quite a while. And
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
able to bounce my ideas off of people that have been in business for 20, 30. I have a friend that's been in business for 50 years, having their janitorial business. So but they do
It's nice.
specialize in, yeah.
It's
It
nice having a community. It's not just about, like you said, about learning, but actually connecting with people that have the same things going on. It just makes it a lot easier, vent to each other, so you don't have to do
Absolutely.
it to your family. April said that she had put a mention here. that it's tougher making money in residential, and Daniel mentioned that commercial makes more money than in residential. So when we're talking about the lifetime value of a customer, yes, that is true. Because with a commercial cleaning client, you're signing up for with a year contract, so long as you guys both hold up the end of the contract. And with a house cleaning client, it's just for someone to go with a whole full year of cleaning on your schedule, it's just highly unlikely in this economy. Unless, even the extremely wealthy, I'll tell you, they are not they are
Yeah.
not having their houses cleaned as frequently as they used to. I used to have my house cleaned every single week, which I know is excessive. But now, I can only afford to pay my team to come in twice a week because everything is just expensive and I own the company. So house cleaning is a luxury. Commercial cleaning, as COVID proved,
It's a
is an
necessity.
absolute necessity.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were able to leave our houses because we were considered frontline workers, right? First, whatever that is, they were saying. But yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in the commercial cleaning spaces. These businesses need to get clean. These businesses need to be maintained, and it's all about finding your ideal client and who's the best fit for you. And you might have a couple different clients that you want to go after, and we're going to also be talking about that during our event in
Yeah, and
Maryland on March 16th.
I also wanted to add, in regards to the houses, it's so funny because when we were doing the houses, when we were first starting, the amount of cancellations we got, the kids are sick. The
They're
mom or
going on
dad is sick.
vacation.
Yeah, they're going on vacation. They don't want the cleaners there. We got so many cancellation. With the commercial and janitorial side, let me tell you, most of
No.
99% of my clients, they sign up for Monday through Friday service. And you
Okay.
know what? It's every night they go in, they do the same thing, and and that's what's so great.
No, and that's awesome. That's what we're talking about, like, the lifetime value of a client. You sign
Absolutely.
somebody up for a year, they're worth, tens of thousands of dollars. A house cleaning client, it just doesn't add up. So instead
And
of
you know your
spending,
secret weapon? Your
what's that?
secret weapon is going to be providing that quality service each and every night. And you know what? They will constantly, like for example, with us, we might start at one location and they might have us go to all their locations. With like, I have one client we've serviced, for the last 6, 7 years. And I'm going to tell you, they have us do all their locations now. If you provide
That's
that quality
awesome.
service, they'll have you do it. And I'm going to tell you during our commercial cleaning workshop on the 16th, I'm going to be getting into also talking about multi-location contracts. So how do you obtain those contracts that have multiple locations, and how do you service them? How do you staff them? Everything in between. We're going to get into that. Um,
I think that's
so yeah,
super important, and that's a great topic. Multi-location clients, who doesn't want that? And I would like, not that I would love to. I can't wait to hear everybody's input on that. Like you were saying, those 5-day a week clients. Like, what does that look like?
they're
Like,
the
what is that?
best. They're
Of
the
course, because the
best.
more time that you're there, the more hours you are per month, the bigger the contract. So I'm excited,
Absolutely.
you guys. If you guys are interested in coming out to our 1-day in-person event in Timonium, Maryland on March the 16th, please be sure to go ahead and grab your tickets. We do have some seats left. I did pin the registration link here in the chat for you guys. If you guys need payment options like Klarna or Afterpay, just send me a message on Instagram or shoot your phone number in the comments. I can have my assistant text you with a link where instead of paying the $350 up front, you will pay in 4 different payments with no interest. That is a special link. So if you do want that payment option, which many people have used, of course, because who doesn't want to keep their money in their bank account? Let me know. Put your phone number in the comments, and I will have my assistant Jose send you over the Stripe link where you can apply to Klarna for no interest.
Oscar has a question also,
Yeah.
which he says, let me flip the page. It's back here. He asked, how long is it going to be until the tickets are up? So if I
Oh, that's a
understand
good
your
question.
question correctly, like, are you asking how
How
long are
long?
the tickets? I think he's asking like how long are we going to be selling tickets? And
Yes.
Carolyn can answer that one.
Yeah, so tickets are only going to be on sale for the next week. So we are going to have tickets on sale for the next 7 days. And the reason being because I have to get the name tags ready, everything has to be in order. And the last event, I actually sold tickets to the up into the very day of, and it was an absolute disaster. So to be prepared and to be fair for all of my team and Dave's team that are helping us run the event, we're only going to be running tickets for a couple of more days. And seats are limited, you guys. We only have 100 seats, actually less than that. We have that can pay about like 80 people that can be seated because we have Dave has people from his team. I'm bringing my team to the event, and seats are limited. So please be sure to get your tickets before they are gone. As I mentioned, we're going to have Luke and Daniel from the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint there speaking, about how to get more commercial cleaning clients. And they also have a lot of people from their group coming to visit. So this is going to be a really awesome opportunity to learn from the people that you're watching on YouTube. Why not? Also, it's a good opportunity to network with other cleaning business owners. You really never know who you're going to become friends with or who your next mentor could be, or who can have just the next opportunity for you, right? There's a lot of times that we go to these networking events and I end up leaving with contact information and we start working together later on, whether that's me giving them work or them giving me work, or them just sending me work and vice versa. So it's a great opportunity. Come network, get outside of your comfort zone, come make some friends, and also learn some new information that maybe you haven't heard before or need, a refresher on.
Sylvia, I did get your DM. I think Sylvia might be in here. I'm not sure. But if you are, I did get your DM. She asked, how far is the event from Virginia? Um, so I'm not 100% sure. Carolyn, I don't have a computer in front of me.
I
Do you
do.
know? Can you see how far the event is from? So it is probably like, I don't know.
I can
Sylvia,
tell you. I
can
got
you?
it.
Okay, Carolyn's gonna tell
I
us.
got it. So from Virginia, which is kind of broad, I just put Virginia, but from Virginia
She said
to,
Richmond, Richmond.
oh,
She says
beautiful.
Sylvia's coming
Um,
from Richmond. She's wondering how far it is from the Cockeys Ammonium
Absolutely.
area.
Give me one moment and I got you. So from from Richmond, Virginia to, let's see, Cockinsville, Maryland. It is a 3 hour and 9 minute drive. So not bad actually. Shorter than the drive I'm taking from New York.
I will.
So
I'm not sure if she's still on here or not, but I will DM that to you. But if you are on here, Carolyn just said it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
So
think
it's
we
only three
have the.
hours.
I think we have the address of the event too. I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
think
we
it's
do.
posted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we do. There's a link in my bio of my Instagram. Also, let me just see. So I do have a link in my YouTube bio. I also put a link here, sorry, in the chat. It's actually pinned. If you guys go over to the event site, you can see the exact address, which is going to be at a Holiday Inn. We also do have rooms available for that entire weekend.
Can
It's
you touch
actually pretty
on?
reasonable. Yeah,
Can you touch on, because one of the questions, sorry, I don't know how many more questions you want, but I do have one other question regarding the rooms.
yeah,
So are
please.
we, I'm gonna let Carolyn go ahead and just kind of, tell you a little bit about that because yes, there is rooms available. I think
Yeah,
Carolyn will
yeah,
tell you.
100%. So where we are having the
And that
event at,
question was from, sorry,
no,
that
you're
was
okay.
another question from Sarisa.
Okay,
Her,
beautiful.
yeah,
And I'm really glad she's asking all these questions because this is good information to have. So
for everyone,
we are
yeah.
having the event at the Holiday Inn Timonium, and we are also there are rooms available as well. If you go onto the ticket website that I linked here, you can actually get onto the Holiday Inn website there as well. And room rates are, I can tell you right now. So I'm over here looking at next month. Let's see. So room rates right now are actually very reasonable. They're $107, you guys.
Okay.
$107 a night for a king size bed, a queen size, two beds. So that's actually not bad at all. $107 a night, per room, obviously plus taxes. But yeah, that's super discounted. Um, $107. I don't think I have seen that room rate at any type of hotel or motel. And then they even have like one queen bed suites for 125. So I'm actually gonna rethink my Airbnb situation because this seems a lot
I
affordable.
think you can, also you can call and tell them you're coming to our event, and they will definitely help you out.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Thank you,
Again,
Sunrisa, for that.
yeah, it was a great question. Again, it's the Holiday Inn Timonium. That's where we're going to be having the event. We are going to have a light breakfast for you guys, and we're going to have lunch catered. Well, breakfast is also going to be catered. We're going to have breakfast and lunch catered. We're going to have all day coffee, all day drinks, of course. Um, and more importantly, we're going to be dropping a lot of nuggets. There's going to be a lot of networking. It's not going to just be Dave and I speaking. I said we have Daniel from the
Someone
Commercial Cleaning
here
Blueprint. Go ahead, sorry.
someone sorry, someone I just have to tell you this. Somebody had said, sent me a DM and they said, "Is it just going to be you and Carolyn the whole time talking?" I said, "No, it's not going to be just me and her, but we are going to drop some gold, let me tell you."
Of course, of course. Yeah, we each have our own presentation, and then we're gonna be doing something together, but no way in any universe do I think anyone wants to hear me talk for 8 hours, straight, and I definitely don't wanna hear myself or or you, Dave, to talk for
Could
8
you imagine? I mean, I could go on and
I'm
on
just
about the
kidding.
cleaning business, but no one wants to hear that.
No, I'm kidding. But
No.
yeah, no, Dave and I, we were like from the beginning, we are like, "No, we gotta bring other professionals in the industry also, just for the dynamic and of course because we'll get tired of hearing ourselves. But it's also great to hear from people, that are doing, bigger numbers than myself and people that I'm actually asking her for help from, right? If I need help in coming up with some kind of pricing or something, the first people I reach out to are Dave and Daniel and Luke, right? Those are like the first three people. I also reach out to Miss Karen a lot. Yeah, but I would say top three is definitely you, Daniel, and Luke. So I'm always learning from them. I'm always, paying attention, taking notes. So I'm like, let's definitely, do this together. I love everything that Luke and Daniel have going on. They have an amazing Facebook group. If you guys aren't a part of it, it's the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint on Facebook. And they also have a YouTube channel, the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint. And that's actually where I found them first was on YouTube. And then we met at a conference, right? So that's a prime example of them coming to an event they knew nobody at, by the way. This was their they had no idea. Well, they had never been to an event like that. Let me just say it like this. And I had went to this event. It was a cleaning and cocktail San Jose last year. And we ended up bumping into each other at the bar. And I'm like, you guys look familiar. And they're like, oh, we're from YouTube. And I'm like, oh, I know who you guys are. Um,
I
and
definitely wanna come to one. I definitely
oh
is
yes,
Rigby having one this year?
I'm sure he is going to have one. We definitely need to go to one together. I think you'd have so much fun,
No,
Dave.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just so cool because like literally like so like I got to meet them and speak to them and from the
Wait,
event
weren't you
we ended
you
up
were a speaker?
yes, I was yeah, I was speaking then about on the mentorship panel. And we got to hang out afterward and I'm like, wow, these are people that I want to do business with. Like they're legit. They know what they're talking about. Like they're really awesome people. So, that's just an example of how important it is to get out, go meet people. Dave is always networking too. Let me just tell you.
I am.
Even
I'm a
if
people
he's not
person.
oh yeah, 100%. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm out to lunch with this business owner, this," and they're always cleaning business owners. And it's so cool because like your friends, they have different cleaning businesses, right?
Do
You
you
have
know
people
what? I haven't even told, my one cleaning friend I was just at lunch with, and I completely forgot to tell her about the I don't know how I completely forgot. She needs to come to this event.
yes.
She
Dude,
had Yeah,
you're
she's
always
like
on, like
15 minutes away from here. Mhm.
yeah, you're always,
I
like, out to
forgot.
lunch with these people. I think it's really interesting. You have a friend that does crime scene cleaning, you have a friend that does house cleaning, you have a
Because you
friend
wanna
that does
know, the truth is, it's so good, especially in your community, you don't have competitors, okay? Like, you
right.
might have someone you absolutely despise or something, but, like, at the end of the day, we are all in this business, we all like, and it's so funny. They might be using, one of your clients, might be using them now, and then they're going to call you. It's just so good to have that close knit of community. And for me, that was just reaching out and people reaching out to me, and me wanting to be able to network with them. And it's so nice because at this event we're going to have people from all over, local, far away. And it will just be nice because, like I said, you'll be able to make those connections and keep those connections. Like I said, um, when you have that question, or you need to bounce an idea, you can reach out to those people. Which, like I said, I've made a lot of connections, not only going to networking events, but as well as just like in the area. But this event we're
Yeah,
super 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 excited about. So,
100%.
does
I think
anyone
this
have
is
any
gonna be.
other questions?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please drop
I
them
don't
in the
want to keep
chat.
going off the. I mean, I have some more on there, but I think we answered a
No,
lot of
you're
stuff.
good. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about the event, please drop them in the chat. We are gonna have tickets on sale for another week. We also do have options for payment links, so like you can use Klarna or Afterpay, and I believe they have options there where you can actually do that interest free. But it is going to be one day. It is going to be on a Sunday, March the 16th, which is actually just 13 days away. We are going to be meeting from 9 a.m. sharp to approximately, I would say, 4 p.m. ish. And we are going to have a light breakfast there. We are going to have, oh, John Sacco said he'd love to meet Dave. He's in Frederick, Maryland. Oh, John, I was just speaking to this is John. Hey John, he's an awesome guy. Actually, he's been in business for like 30 years and
Oh my
he
gosh.
is doing some he does multi six figures every month. Let's just put it
Period.
like
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah,
John,
so
we
John's someone that we can absolutely learn a whole lot from. And we actually got to talking yesterday and yeah, so John is pretty much an expert at this point in the industry, and hopefully he'll be dropping in. So again, you guys, you never know who, like I said, the opportunities that you get to meet at these kind of networking events. You're going to meet people that, might be just starting off, all different levels of business, but that's besides, the point. It's about the connections that you can make and the opportunities that can open up, right? You never know who can connect you to somebody or help you out in in an area where you might just need some help. It could be pricing, it could be a suggestion. Um, so it's great to have people to bounce ideas off of, like Dave said. And I love getting inspired also by you guys. My friend Mila, the host keeper, shout out to Mila. We talk every couple of weeks, just like you and I, Dave. Um, we actually probably speak more, you and I.
Hi,
But
humble queen. Oh my gosh, humble queen.
hey,
Hi. I haven't talked
how
to you
are
in
you?
so. That's Lorena, right?
Yes, Lorena.
Lorena, oh my god, I have not talked to you in forever. I feel like I hope you are doing well. I always see you posting new contracts.
I know, I'm so proud of her.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Lorena's
you
so
off, Carolyn.
no, no,
I
no,
got
you're absolutely
excited.
fine. No, no, she's a rock star, man.
She's killing it.
Crushing it all the time. Yeah, absolutely. Um, but yeah, I was just saying, it's awesome to be able to have people to bounce ideas off of or ask questions to. I love meeting cleaning business owners from all around the country, um, and giving them, any opportunities that come my way. And I've also been able to connect a lot of people, right? Thank goodness in this line of work, I have a lot of contacts. So, you could be, if you guys ever need like any work or subcontractors, I can also connect you guys. But yeah, March 16th, 2025, it's going to be exciting. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be there um, earlier in the week, meaning Friday, we're going to be there. So if you guys are coming in visiting for the weekend, shoot me a message. I would love to grab
I
coffee or
actually
grab
have a
lunch.
I have a few people that have sent me message. I haven't sent it to you. Sorry, I've been running around all day. I have like 2 or 3 people currently, Carolyn, that have texted me and they want to, and I said I'll get us all connected, and
Yeah,
they're
that
coming
would
to
be
the event.
great.
So
We should definitely do something before, that Saturday before, whether it's lunch, coffee, but we can have like a mastermind, or maybe we go do something fun, right? Before we actually get into um the work of it. Maybe we can go like bowling or go do some karaoke or I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
that's too
yeah, let's
cheesy,
do it.
but we can figure something out for sure. Um, which will be nice because that's like the best part of all of these different networking opportunities, events. Is like, okay, what's going to happen after or what's going on before? A lot of people come in, you know, just to settle in, which I'll be there on Friday. Um, Yeah, so actually, we're going to be talking about that as well. We're going to be speaking about this at our event. I linked the link to the ticket platform. We're going to talk about hiring in different states and expanding logistically. We're going to be having Daniel and Luke from the Commercial Cleaning Blueprint speaking on that, as well as Dave, multi location clients. How do you get in to these different locations and how do you manage them all? Right. So that's a really great
They're my
question.
favorite type, my favorite type.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Well, listen, more money, right? You spend the same amount of time and effort talking to that client versus someone that just has one. It makes the most sense. But yeah, for those of you that are interested in coming to the event, please go ahead and click the link that I have pinned in the conversation. I also do have options for payment options available if you guys want to sign up to use Klarna or Afterpay, which has options for interest-free payments. So if you want to break that down into 4 different payments, I'll be happy to send you that link directly as well. And actually, I will drop that in the chat right now because I am able to do that. See, even me, I'm always learning about technology.
Okay, let me see. Who's okay. Okay, Carolyn, I think you already answered this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jose, I hope I'm saying your name right. Jose had just sent me a direct, excuse me. Oop, sorry. Jose sent me a direct message asking, let me, sorry, I'm pulling his message down. It's kind of
No,
hard to do
you're
with the
fine.
live.
You're okay, you're okay.
Okay. He says, I would like to buy a ticket, but I don't know where the link is. Okay, the link is right down. Okay, I don't know if you're on the live stream, but I'm gonna have to send that to him. But it's right down below. She just posted it.
Yeah, yeah, I just dropped it. Let me just drop it again for you
I
guys.
I'll send it to him also. I think he asked me that the other week too. So let me. I think I sent him the right one. You sent me the updated one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and what I'll do is also, guys, I'm gonna drop the payment link for the event. The only difference is if you pay through the platform, you have to pay it in full, the $350 up front. If you pay through the link that I'm about to share now through Klarna, you have to apply, but they offer interest-free payments. So instead of the 350, they'll break that down for you into 4 different payments if you are approved. So instead of paying the 350 upfront today, all you'd be asked to pay is the 87.50, and then I believe they charge you every 2 weeks for 87.50. So there'll be 4 payments of 87.50 instead of the $350 upfront. And I did just drop that. Did I drop that? Yes, I did just drop that in the chat also. That is the link um, that says stripe.com. So I'll drop it again in here. But if you guys are interested, you can absolutely apply for Klarna or Afterpay. I'm
And
super
there is, I
excited.
do want to touch on, I know we're probably going to get off in a minute, but there is one other good question that Monica had asked. And I don't think we touched on this, but she's asking what kind of materials um, will she be going home with? I guess she's asking, like, all the information. Will we have a package? I guess that's what she's kind of
Yeah,
asking.
yeah, yeah. So this is actually what we're going to be doing for you guys. So number one, we are going to have um, what are they called? My apologies. Kind of like an event notebook, right? So for, everyone's going to have a notebook that we're printing out so that you can take notes for each presentation. So you'll have, 2 pages for each presentation. You'll have the speaker name, the topic, and plenty of room for you to take notes. Of course, we're going to have pens for you guys to be writing with. And we're also going to be providing you with other materials, but they will be sent to you in the format online, right? So there, while we're giving the different presentations, people will be sharing, let's say, templates, for example, right? Let's say we're talking about the commercial cleaning contract portion of the event. We're going to provide you with that template. We're not going to have that template printed out for you at the event, but when you leave the event, we are going to be sharing every single attachment that we have for the event. So if you need the slides, we will provide you with a summary of the slides. Um, if the speakers are comfortable with that, and of course any kind of attachments or forms or examples that we have for you, templates, we will be sending that to you digitally. So for the event, we are going to have a shared drive. Okay, so a shared Google Drive that is going to be named just for the event, and only those that attend the event will have access to that Google Drive. So when you go home, you'll be able to log in and see, the cold calling scripts that Daniel and Luke are providing, the operations checklist and quality control checklist that Dave will be providing, the contracts that I have for you guys, and like customer guidelines and employee handbooks, and pretty much for the most part, I want to say everything that we speak about, that we implement in our own businesses, we are going to be providing for you guys. Okay, that is something that I've always done in any kind of online course or online class that I've created. I'm not one to give you some information and just show you a picture. Like, no, we're going to give you that attachment, right? So that way you can download that onto your drive and edit it and make it, fit your business. So that's a very good question. We will be sending you home with the materials digitally from the event, but you will also be taking home, some of the stuff that we're going to be giving away. Like I said, we're going to have like the booklets for you to be writing in. We're going to have notebooks. We're going to have pens. We're going to have like, some goodie bags and stuff. But more importantly than the goodie bags
Information.
is the information, correct, and the files that we will be sharing with you
So,
in the
Monica,
Google Drive.
I hope that answered your question.
For
Carolyn
sure.
went into detail on that one, so I
Yeah,
appreciate
no,
that.
but that was a good one. That's actually a really good one because I was thinking about
No,
that
it
earlier
was.
today. I'm like, I have to create a shared Google Drive specifically for this event because I want everyone to have everything. And I have everyone's presentations, so I'm gonna make sure that everything is organized nicely. There'll be a folder within a folder. It'll be like Dave's presentations, short notes, files, Carol's presentation, and we're gonna have everything, neatly organized for you guys.
And that's
Um,
also just to tag on to that, it's for me, I'm a very visual person, so I can sit there and listen all I can just sit there and listen to people, but what really gets me is when I hear that person and then I'm looking. So when I go back home, the next week after that event, I'm going to be looking through the slides and I'm going to say, "Okay, I remember them talking about this," and it will be in front of me so I can some of the and like I said, some information you're going to want to copy and implement into your business, which that's so great. um, that's what I think's kind of cool because, like I said, even doing this the last 10 years, I still learn things every day. Someone that's been doing it 20, 30, 40 years, they learn something every day. Stuff's changing, stuff's not the same. But obviously, it's just
there's
good
always
to
room for growth.
but
Yeah, there's
yeah,
always room for growth, and it's always great to hear new and different ideas, right? Something so simple that Dave might be doing, or even people that are attending, right? That's another thing. We're gonna make sure that people are interacting. This isn't just gonna be chatting, right? We want to hear back from the audience. We want to hear what you guys are doing in your business. We want to know if you guys, are doing anything different because there is so much information that could be shared, and maybe something that we don't, right, that could help save us time. And that's the beauty of going to these events and talking to people, and just starting a conversation with people, like, oh, how do you do things? Oh, really? I never thought of that. Like, let me give that a try, and that could be something that's beneficial to your business, you guys. But yeah, we're going to be on this live for just another 2 minutes, y'all. We will be going live. We're going to try to go live for a few minutes every day up until the event. And we're going to be going in between Instagram and YouTube. I will be leaving this live up here for those that are going to be catching it later on. But yeah, we're super excited. This is the first event Dave and I are co hosting together. And God willing, it is not the last one. Uh, and I know we're just going to have a lot of fun. And I just want to say thank you, Dave, for agreeing to, putting together this event with me. I know how busy you are.
Thank
Um,
you. We're no, trust me, Carolyn. I know you and me both have just been. I mean, you have been over the top, putting so much hours into this, and
no,
I
and that's
appreciate
okay,
it.
dude. You've been so awesome, and I'm just so excited for you to be able to share a lot of your knowledge with the group because I've learned so much from you over these past years. And when I tell you guys that Dave is out there and he is literally doing these walkthroughs, he's getting these clients. He is always hiring. Like he has really great problems, right? Like when we speak, he's like, I gotta hire 18 people. Oh my God, I got four new locations. I didn't know they had four. And oh my God,
That's true.
they replied to my mailer from a year ago, and then this one replied to the mailer from last week, and this, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, no wonder why you're so hard to get up with. But at the same time, it's like you're doing something right, and I really would love for you to be able to share that with everybody because everyone has just different ways of doing things. But what you're doing in your area has been obviously proven to be working. So I'm really excited to share all that information and network. And I'm more excited to also get to see
It's
everybody before the event.
I wanted to share something else that, it's kind of funny. I'm friends with a man. He owns a coverall cleaning franchise in my area. And he actually does all my floor work. I love him. He's great. Kareem, if you're here, you are amazing. Because I know he watches our videos. But anyways,
Oh,
Kareem has a coverall franchise and he says, Dave, coverall scared of you. He said he's like, you have taken over the Cockeysville Timonium Towson area. He's like, they are scared of you. And I'm like, well, you know what? I was like,
should be. They
I
should
just
be.
every time I'm just laughing because it's just so funny.
It is funny, and it's funny because you have such a great like a strong brand, right? Like Dave's Cleaning Consultant in your area, you have a strong brand. And why is that? Well, it's a number of things, right? It's how you market yourself, but it's also a lot of like the operation side of it, right? About how you train your people, how like the consistency and cleaning that you have, the quality control that you put into all of your work. And honestly, like you're somebody that truly cares about the business. Like, the customer service is just exquisite on your end. I know how quickly, your team responds to your clients' issues and complaints because you'll show me in real time, like, oh, I got this email 2 minutes later, we answered. And I'm like,
No,
wow,
it's and Carolyn, it's so funny because that plays a huge role in
communication, yeah.
if these, and that's another thing, people, the smallest little communication people do not do, and to make them lose the contract. But I don't want to get into too many details because we are going to be
Yeah,
going
yeah,
over
yeah,
literally
absolutely.
everything.
I just
And
want
I
to
know
say
you
thank
need to
you.
go to your meeting, and I
Yes, I
have to get
do.
off
I
because
have a
I'm
meeting
meeting with
in
my.
yeah, I have a meeting in 2 minutes, but
You're
I
good.
can't wait to see you guys there. If you guys are interested, please feel free to use this link. If anything, you can also send Dave or me a message on Instagram or leave a comment on this video and somebody will send you the information. But we can't wait to see you guys in 13 days. Thanks, Dave. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye guys, bye.